Hot diggity, we got 10 points to spend on Dwayne the Human Fighter. We're going to drop all 10 points into strength. Love those kind of upgrades. So he gets a mighty strength of 9 now, instead of his feeble 8. That's a minor boost. 1d minus 2 thrust, 1d minus 1 swing. That's the stuff. Okay, we'll make him into a fighter yet one day. Okay, so it's been 12 days in town. We've got this tomb pretty well mapped out. Characters don't know this, but I know that there's one room left. We whooped those 13 skeletons or whatever it was. Yeah, 13 skeletons last time, and we'll see what's in the last room. It's gonna be something juicy, I am sure, because it is the last room and things have been getting more intense. I'm going to roll, if there is a monster in there, I'm going to roll on the random encounter table, the dungeon encounter table, one level lower, one level higher. So it'd be dungeon level 2 for that. All right, so we've got not much money to spend on anything, so don't think we're going to buy anything of use particularly. Everybody's pretty well armored. Chainmail, plate, magic scale mail, and good old Therian the elf. Yeah, he's got 4 points. I want to save up his character points and buy magery up for him. He's starting to get useful. His IQ is only 11, which is a little lower than I'd like for a wizard, but you know, we can change that with time as well. So his spells are Simple Illusion, Sound, Haste, and Glue. Useful combat spells in there. And Sound might be useful for throwing off the enemy if we're sneaking up or something. But yeah, all right, so here we go. We will set out. Get my book, my adventure journal going here. Day 1. All right. Out to tomb, and we'll roll our d12. Let's see if we get a random encounter. 4. Nope, we're good. We enter the tomb. So it has been 12 days. So I'm gonna have to roll for random encounters, see if anything's come back, showed up, taken up residence in here. First leg of the journey. 2, nothing. Thank heavens. Second leg of the journey. 3, nothing. Thank heavens. Last time we just got screwed over there. We had 2 encounters on the way to the skeleton room. 5, last leg, nothing. So yeah, no nasties have moved in, which is always nice. Okay, right to room 1P, and then we go up to this door. All right, and we roll a D8. Let's see what we got going on there. No door. There is no door there. Very interesting. Okay, and we've got a bit of a hallway, it looks like. So we will continue carefully, quietly as we can down the hallway. And then we've got a room type 3. And that is a common room or sitting room. Okay, let us roll the dice to see what kind of room we're looking at here. A D10. Okay, so it's going to be like a kind of a square room. By 40. Let's make it like that, and then what do we got? Oh, okay, we've got a max die roll here, so I will draw that in here. Q, so this will be room 1Q, and then we've got for the room contents. 3 is a pillar, so we've got a pillar right here, and I'll just draw in another mirrored one to hold up the place architecturally. Makes sense. Oh shoot, we've got a 6 and an 8 max die, so we've got a bad guy here. We've got a bad guy over here. Very interesting. And 2 is lighting, so we've got like what are one of those things called? Is that a crescent? It's like a big bowl of flame sitting on the floor. And 7 is a large piece of furniture. So yeah, so there's just like maybe a large cot over here. And that's it. The place is mostly otherwise empty. Oh, 15. Oh, that's something interesting. Oh, that's a body, carcass, or vermin. Oh, we've got a dead dude or something here. Okay, I'll draw a dead dude body here, laying on the floor. Carcass. Okay, so I will roll to see what we're dealing with in here for monsters. 20. We've got 2. Chthonic worm. Oh man, that would be the vermin. Instead of a carcass, maybe it's a vermin. And the other monsters. 7. Hobgoblin. And 15. An orc. Oh gosh. Okay, so we've got. So these guys are. Oh dang. Okay. So what are they doing in here? Okay, we've got a hobgoblin, an orc, and a chthonic worm. Interesting. So this is where we kind of try to improvise what's going on here. I'm thinking that these guys are probably shaman. Hobgoblin is actually might be the orc. Let me just check the stats. Yeah, this is what I thought. It says hobgoblins do not have their own spellcasters, and this often puts them in precarious relationship with goblin tribes, and hobgoblins are naturally more powerful than most of the goblins, but cannot dominate them completely because they both fear and need the goblin spellcasters. So the hobgoblin is going to be a beefed up bodyguard for this orc shaman who's using this chthonic. What is a chthonic worm? Let's check that out. I've never even heard of such a thing. So a chthonic worm is a hideous creature that looks like a cross between a worm and a squid. It's 9 feet long, worm-like body is thick at the front and tapers off towards the rear. The front of the creature has no visible sensory organs, only a beak-like mouth surrounded by a ring of 5-foot-long slime-covered tentacles. Oy. Despite the lack of visible sensory organs, the chthonic worms do have eyes under the skin and use normal vision to detect their prey. They will eat anything organic and will normally attack victims with their tentacles, attempting to paralyze with their poisonous slime. Anyone hit by a tentacle must make a save versus paralyze, or be paralyzed for 2d5 times 10 minutes. The beak of the chthonic worm is weak and will not be used to attack except in emergencies or self-defense, or to eat a paralyzed victim. Chthonic worm will not try to eat paralyzed victims while they are still mobile, while there are still mobile ones fighting. Wowee. Okay. These guys are messed up. Bad dudes. So we've got an orc shaman. I think this is obvious what's going on here. We've got an orc spellcaster, necromancer, who's they're capturing people, anybody, demi-humans, orcs, anybody, feeding them to this chthonic worm in some strange ritual that they think is whatever important. And then he's raising them from the dead to make his army. We just cut down his army, so he's not going to be happy with us. Yeah, he will be looking for replacements, so I guess that's us. We just wander in. So the hobgoblin, yeah, this is the hobgoblin. I'm going to beef him up as well. I'm going to give them an extra hit die, I think. Give the hobgoblin extra hit die, and the shaman is going to obviously have some spells, and then the worm will sort of be under control of the orc, so it won't attack them. It will just attack us. So this is going to be an interesting fight. So let me set this up. This is awesome. So I've got the mode of operations here for this orc shaman. He's using this chthonic worm to cast his Steel Vitality spell, which the subject, it says, takes hit points from the subject to heal the injuries of the of the caster. Subject must either be willing or totally helpless, so that's perfect. Once they're paralyzed by the chthonic worm, it takes a minute to cast, and they're stunned for at least, I think it was 5 minutes. He's got the steel energy as well, so he can take fatigue points to use for casting his animate and raise dead and zombie spells. So yeah, this guy's got this sweet chthonic worm pet, maybe chained up somehow. This is going to be deadly. Doesn't look good for our heroes here. So here's the scene. We come in, something like this, and we see this awful sight. This thing. Here's the worm, here's the shaman, here's the hobgoblin. Let's get it on. Initiative. They act first. The shaman will back off. 1, 2, 3. Behind this dude. This dude will step up. 1. And the worm will move. Let me just check how fast that thing can move. Actually, can it really boogie? I'm not sure if it can move. Oh yeah, it's same speed as a normal human. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the shaman tells it to go get us. The hobgoblin will hold back for the moment. We're gonna have to fight this big nasty thing. Okay, this is not cool. It comes up, and that's its full movement, so it won't attack this turn. I think that we have to... Oh boy. We can't take this thing on. It's got 8 attacks around with paralysis, so it can paralyze each of us twice around, and then as soon as we're paralyzed, we are done for. We have no healing method, restoration for that. Oh man, eh? Okay, quick thinking. Therian will cast glue right there on that thing. Actually, he'll do a radius of 1, so he'll do the area around him, the worm. Here it goes. He needs a 11. Oh no, and he fails with a 15. Okay, he burns 1 fatigue point. And the party at that point, I think, turns and hustles. I think we're gonna run. Not too exciting, is it? There's no way we can take that thing on a head-on fight. Wow. Luckily, everybody's got a move of 5. Oh no. Except for Therian. He's got a move of 5, but he casted a spell. That's not going to be good. Therian is a light elf. Low strength, so that means his weight is quite low. Bingledorf with the halfling, 14 strength. I wonder if he could just pick up Therian the elf and move him with him. That would reduce his, that would drop his movement down to 1. That wouldn't help. Okay, these guys all turn and bolt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they can stay out of range of the thing. It's it only got, okay, so it will move. Oh no. Oh no. They will move and attack. Wow, this is where decisions get tough. Do we, here, I'll just move this back to give myself some more hex space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down the hallway. These two are in different opposite order. Okay, so we can get there. And Bingledorf could try throwing a spear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 range. Maybe they could throw their spears to just keep the thing off Therian. They moved. Now they're gonna have to attack. Yeah, okay, we've got 2 spears. They're both gonna chuck them. They've got a dexterity of -4 to do so, because they don't know how to throw spears, they just know how to stab with them. Let's just check that out. Spear as thrown. This is awesome. Thrown weapon spear. Oh, why don't I see that? Yes, right. It's a DX -4 for spear. Okay, so we'll take DX -4, so that would be 9. Oh no, we've only got, we've got, oh wow, okay, we need a 5. We need a 5 to hit. Yeah, we need a 5 on both of them to hit because they ran. So that's a move and attack. Here goes Bingledorf's spear. Oh, close. That's a 7. This would be a good time for extra effort. I'll burn a 10th, 9. I'd have to burn 4 fatigue. I'm gonna do 4 fatigue to hit that thing. So this is a little metagamey. Oh no, he'll be so far down. Yeah, he has to try and save Therian. Take 4 fatigue, so he's down to 6. He's almost halfway through his fatigue. He doesn't have a lot of fatigue, does he? And that will hit the thing. It will, oh no, it won't. No point in expending that because I forgot to add the range modifier. Oh, brutal. Okay, and Dwayne chucks his spear as well. Nothing but a 4 or 3 critical hit will do. He critically fails. Not the time for that. Critical failure. He may hit Therian. Let's just roll the critical failure table. Critical failure with a 9. Drops the weapon, cheap weapon breaks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he chucks it and misses horribly. Well, he winds up and maybe throws it backwards, I guess. Ineffective. The creature it will move and attack Therian. He can step back, actually. He can take one step back, and then he can retreating dodge as well. Oh, Nelly. This is not cool, eh? Okay, he's unarmored. He does have a spear. Oh, he can't do anything. Okay, it is initiative. Oh, wait a minute now. There is a chance. If we win this initiative with a 1, I don't. 1, 2, 3. The thing comes up on Therian and unleashes on him 8 attacks. Now, it was a move and attack, so it is hitting with, it's got an attack of 14, so yeah, 9s. It's got 8 attempts to hit a 9 on Therian. Needs a 9. Oh, there's a 10. There's a hit. It's a 5. Okay, 1 hit. That's 4 rolls. 1 hit so far. Wow, okay. 6 rolls. 8 roll. 7, 8, 9. 2 hits. 2 hits on Therian. Okay. 2 hits of paralysis tentacle. Oh, so not cool. Somebody should have maybe stood up there and just all out defended for him. The cowards, they ran. Okay, okay, Therian is going to, he can't all out dodge. Oh, yes, actually. All out dodge would give him, what would that allow him for movement? Let's just check the chart. I think he can do full move after an all out dodge. Yes, sir, Bob. All out defense, I mean. Movement varies. Yeah, you can only dodge if you move. Okay, I'm going to all out defense, increased defense to my dodge. So I get a +2 to for the rest of the turn on all dodges. So I'm going to dodge twice. If you choose increased dodge, you may move up to half your move. So I can get away at 2 hexes. I'm going to step back. That retreating dodge. So that will give me an additional +2. Actually, retreating dodge is +3 to dodge, so I won't all out defend. That way I can turn and run my full dodge, or my full movement. So, okay, so he needs an 11 to dodge. Come on. Friggin' 13. Paralyzed. And the second one, I will attempt to dodge. Well, I'll try and shake off the paralysis. I guess I do get a resistance roll on that. This thing is brutal. It is. If it gets you, it's 2d. What the? 2d5 times 10 minutes? I think that's a typo. 2d6 times 10 minutes. So 2 to 12 minutes long. Wow. Okay, so he needs to make a health roll to resist the paralysis. He's got a 12, so let's see. Oh, I rolled 11. He resists that one. Amazing. Okay, and he's got to dodge the second strike of the tentacles with a, so second dodge, my house rule is -1 for every additional dodge you do in one turn. So he goes down from 11 to 10. 10 dodge chance on this one. Come on, come on. Yes, 10. He dodges the second one. And he turns and runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he gets there, and everybody else burns it. They can keep pace to stay away from the thing. It will never catch them. Therian, however, it can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can move up. And Oh wait, no, he retreating dodge, so he stepped back and then was able to run 5. Oh boy, but he had to spend 1 to turn and run, so he's got his back to it now. Yeah, he can. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, sorry. Initiative. All we gotta do is win initiative, and I can break away. Ah! It wins initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can move and attack him 8 times again. I just need to win initiative, and then I can break away. Okay, so there's 1 hit. 2 hits. Two hits again. This is the brutality of running from a monster that has some movement. And I prefer how this plays out. I find it more based in reality as opposed to things like opportunity strikes and things. Magically getting an extra shot in on somebody doesn't necessarily sit well with me. I like this. It's brutal, it's gritty. It's real. So he's coming up behind him. He knows he's coming, but he is kind of hitting him from back side. Yeah, he knows it's coming, so he's running side, looking sideways, kind of. So the thing, oh yeah, kind of out of line of the hallway. Okay, so it got 2 hits in. It's suffering heavy penalties because it's full moving and attacking, but man, that thing's nasty with those 8 tentacles. So Therian once again is going to retreating dodge, giving him an 11 dodge. Oh man. Yeah, here we go. Failed. Health roll, needed 12 or less. Failed. He's paralyzed. And the thing, what will the thing do? It won't probably give chase. Let's check its morale. No, it's not gonna bother. No, it's not gonna bother. The rest of the guys are gone. Oof. This is, I'm afraid, the end of Therian. The rest of the group just has to flee. They can't take that thing on. It's a freaking 8 attacks. Oh man, the brutal realities of dungeon delving. They just hear this. Well, no, they don't hear screams. It's just the silent munching of Therian as the worm just eats him up. And he will be raised by the orc shaman to protect against us next time. Brutal. So he'll be a zombie, I guess, too, won't he? Okay, well, our heroes, in quotes, quote, heroes. Wow. Let me write that in on the log. Party runs away. Therian paralyzed and eaten. Eaten alive while paralyzed. That is what this is what Randos is all about. Just, oh man, just brutal circumstances and brutal ends to some of these poor guys. This is why I play with 4 characters at a time. Okay, so I'll write his death in here on his character sheet. Paralyzed and eaten alive by chthonic worm. Wow, we've got our first real villains that we've encountered too. Organized villain bad guy. We've got this short orc shaman holed up in the bottom of this tomb, kind of running the joint. We've got his beefed up hobgoblin bodyguard and his pet worm. This is crazy. Now, I did forget to mention it last time, but when we cleared out those skeletons, we had time on our way back to pick over the body. Oh no, wait. I was gonna say pick over the body of Richter. Yeah. Now we know who's layering up here. These bad guys picked up Richter, and he's going to be added to the guard next time. Yeah, of course he will be. And the bad guys took, I should make a note of this, treasure. They took whatever Therian now and Richter had, which includes the Ring of Remedies. Wow. Okay, we've got to get back in here and take this menace out just to reclaim our stuff. Ring of Remedies. And did Therian have anything magical? I do not believe he did. 3 jars of dye. Oh yeah, he used to be a dyer. Yeah, those were good times. Simpler days. Oh yeah, missing right leg. Poor Therian there. His poor peg leg. He couldn't have gotten away much farther anyways because he was hobbling along with a peg leg. Poor guy. He has that phobia forming of death too, as he watched his friends die to poison from the Medusa. Oh man, this poor guy, the things he went through. He lost his leg in battle. It's not something to laugh over, but dang, these poor people. This is what I get. This is what I get out of playing randos. Just the I like starting with very little history to these guys. They're just boring peasants to begin with, but then, you know, this kind of stuff happens to them, and it really builds some interesting character background. Like Bingledorf has been through all this. He's seen all this. Everybody else is new, but Bingledorf is he's the original. He's the only surviving original. Okay, so yeah, we run and go back to town. We'll go back up to the surface and ride home. 3. So no encounters in the wilderness. And I'll put yeah. So we're back home, and we do get 2 character points for the death of Therian. Death of Therian. Oof. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, and there will be +2 zombies. +2 zombies of Richter and Therian. Next time we go in there to fight the 2 zombies of our fallen comrades, and then we'll have to fight the chthonic worm and the hobgoblin. The hobgoblin's not going to jump in the fray as long as that tentacle thing's in there swinging its tentacles around. He's not going to trust it. Wow, what a tragic end to the adventure tonight. I can't believe that. Our good man Therian, he's been through a lot. Oh dang. Always kind of requires a moment, I find. we get attached to these guys, and He's been through a lot. Got his leg chopped off by that skeleton. Okay. Okay, the remaining heroes, they get back to town, and they have to deal with the loss. So let's do some will rolls. What have we got there? That's a 11. So Bingledorf suffers another -2 to his epilepsy. That's coming on strong. That's a -10 now. A -10 disadvantage. Brillious. He's new to this, so he has not suffered a loss, and he's got a 15 will. That elven lighter man, peasant lighter man. That's like a fairy man, I guess. Turns out, I had to look it up. He rolls a 14 under his will of 15, so he suffers no ill effect of the death. he takes it well. Dwayne, the human soldier, the fighter, he's got a willpower of 11. I rolled an 11, so he's okay. He's all right too. It's just poor Bingledorf. His willpower of 6 is not doing well for him. So I'll give everybody 2. 2 more character points, so that puts Bingledorf up to 53. He's got 6 points there now. 6 experience total acquired for our man Brillius, the elven lighter man. 6 character points. Cool. That's just, I haven't spent any of his. He's a good character. 13 strength, 15 dexterity, 13 IQ. He's missing a digit, but but he does have a +1 to status. That's pretty cool. And 2 character points for Dwayne, putting him up to a total of 14 character points. He'll hit level 1 at 20 character points. Not that that means much, just for comparison purposes. Let's spend some character points right now. How about 6 here on Brillius. It's time to maybe consider what we want to do with him. I think we should yeah, I think it's time to get serious here with our fight. Okay, so all 3 of these guys are going to be fighters for the time being. This breastplate on Brillius makes him tough. Yeah, these guys could have stood in there, you know. Probably better with that thing. It would have had to hit them in the limbs to paralyze them. Therian was the only one who wasn't armored. I should not have tried casting that glue in hindsight, because then he was a turn behind always at running, because yeah, instead of turning and running, he stayed and tried to cast. Oh well, these are the decisions that we make, right? Reflex decisions, which is realistic, I find, in combat. You're not going to sit there and think 3 moves ahead and take the best maneuver. You're gonna react quickly, and that's what we did. And realistically, Therian got munched. So anyways, back to Brillius. I'm going to give him some range. We're going to start, I think, okay, we've got a goal here. we gotta get back down in there. We gotta clear this gosh darn tomb out once and for all. We've got this bad guy holed up in there that is just stronger now. So I think we're gonna have to do some good old Final Fantasy style grinding it out. I'm gonna go exploring. I'm gonna go killing stuff and just getting some character points and leveling up, just buffing up these guys, getting ready, a training montage, so that we can go back and take that guy out. That darn orc shaman. Okay, so we'll start by sinking some points into Bo. Brillius the elf is going to become... He's got 15 dexterity, which is amazing. 13 strength and a 13 IQ. But his health of 6 will not do well if he gets hit. He's going to be paralyzed for sure. So, 6 points. put that into bow, so it's 1 point to get the skill, another point to get another level, so that's 2. 1, 2, and then after that it costs 4. So 1, 2, yeah. So I'll burn all 6, and that will give me 3 levels in that. So that'd be 6 points. So sorry, yeah, that would cost. Okay, attribute. It'd take for attribute +1. It costs 4, or the next level would be 8. So we go 4 points used. And that gives me what? Attribute +1. So that's dexterity 15. 16. Bow. Yeah, man. And 2 points. I'll spend the remaining 2 points to get him sword. I'm going to get him a broadsword. Does he have a shield? He doesn't have a shield at the moment. Interesting. Maybe this guy should use two-handed sword. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna put 2 points in the great sword, and I'll give him attribute, so I'm 15. Yeah, man. I'm assuming that's an average. Yes, it is. Super cool. So, two-handed sword at 15. This guy is a brute. So he carries around a bow on his back and a two-handed sword, and he wears plate mail. Or well, he wears a breastplate. He's not wearing plate mail. We're not rich enough for that. So let me just see. And he's going to be good enough with that darn sword, to parry. So he's used to using a staff. Staff is an awesome defensive weapon, but he'll be good enough with that sword too. So we're looking at a bastard sword or a great sword. Ooh, I can't afford a great sword. Maybe I can get a bastard sword going on though. $650. Thrusting bastard. Yeah, $750. Uh-oh. Nope, can't afford it. Funny thing is, I could have afforded that if I had the funds from my dead comrades. The bad guy has all that now. Okay, well, we can buy him a bow. Let's buy him a regular bow. Strength required. Yeah, 10, no problem. Okay, and a regular bow. Can I? Better check. Make sure I can buy that. $100. Yes, he can pay for that. $145. And arrows. What are arrows costing? $2 each. So that'd be $140, please. I have $145, so put me down to 5. That'll give me 20 arrows. Regular bow and 20 arrows. Okay. Now we're talking. I can stand back and pin cushion this ridiculous thing. That's gonna help us. That'll get us somewhere. The stats are regular bow thrust +1 impaling. So obviously I'm gonna buy one that's matched to his strength. So sometimes people say, oh, you take the strength of 10, whatever it's good for, but yeah, just assume he gets one that's decent pull. So so it's, what is it? Thrust +1 damage. So that would be, yeah. Oops. I just wrote in thrust, usually. Thrust +1. Perfect. Oh yes. That makes me think. Let's get a couple spears. Let's get a couple spears for Dwayne and Bingledorf, and learn how to throw. Maybe that's what I should do. That's what I should do, because a thrown spear, I do believe, is pretty harmful Is it not? Where's the spear damage on a thrown spear? Yeah, thrust +3. You can chuck those things. Huh, we could just tour up in there with about 4 spears in hand for Dwayne and Bingledorf. We could maybe rock this without having to do a training montage and grinding it out. Okay, let's just see. I've got 6 points for Bingledorf to spend. I could get thrown, and it is easy. So a throwing spear is an easy skill, and I could get throwing spear up to 13 for Bingledorf, and I could get it at 10 for Dwayne. So let's do that. Thrown spear, spending 2 points. What does that give me? Yeah, dexterity +1, so that would be 10. Not bad. I'm not going to be able to get much range there, deal with much, but I can aim. That will help, and I'll spend 4 of the 6 points for Bingledorf there, leaving him with 2. To give him thrown spear. For 4 points, getting him a +2 to dexterity, so he's got it at 13. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. I might be able to exact some revenge here sooner rather than later. What's a throwing spear good for, or cost? $40. So I can buy 1 for Bingledorf. Okay, so he's got 2 spears. 2 spears. And Dwayne, he's got $200. I'll buy Dwayne 3, because he's not as good. 3 spears. And that is thrust +3. Thrust +2 when used with a shield. Thrust +2 / +3. Okay, so he's got 3 spears, and that'll be $120. Leave me with 80 silver. Okay. Oh man, we're gonna have to fight 2 zombies and a paralyzing worm. Zombies can't be paralyzed, so I can see how this is gonna go down. The zombies are gonna be right up front, just beating on us, while the worm's in there hitting us 8 times. Wow. Wow, eh? I should really recruit too. Alright, so we start rolling some attributes for this new guy. Look at that roll there. 3 1s. Where was that critical success when I needed it? Of course it comes up when I need to roll high. So we've got a 3 strength for the new guy. We're gonna recruit a new guy back in town. Dexterity of 10. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. It'd be real great to have a high IQ. We need to replace our magic user, apparently. Nope. Not this time. 9. This guy's a real winner. 3 strength. Oh my goodness, and a 5. A 5 health. Oh, this is like, what is this? Like an invalid comes up and asks to join. Oh wow, we've got a willpower of 15. He's got the will. He just won't get lost. We're like, get lost, guy. Get lost, kid. You can't come with us. You're feeble. You're unhealthy. He's got willpower though. He's like, no, I'm gonna come. I insist. Keeps on it. And yeah, and a 6 perception. He's not even alert. Wow. This is an extreme case here. Okay, we've got hit points of 10, so his average toughness. Fatigue points of 9. Let's check out this guy. Let's see what this guy's story is. His occupation. I get the D100s out. We got 133. What's this guy's deal, anyways? An ostler. What's an ostler? So many interesting ones I've never heard of. Ostler. We'll have to look that up after. But he comes with, gets a staff and a bridle. Something to do with horsekeeping or training, perhaps. Ostler. I'll look it up after I'm done filming with my phone here. I'll look it up on the phone. An ostler. Okay. Interesting. Well, he's probably not great at his job, so he's thinking about taking up... I don't know. Let's see what his advantage is. We've got 100 advantages. It'll be 100, so 39. Gifted artist. Okay. He's a gifted artist. He's a sensitive type. He's into art. He's into ostling, whatever that is. An uneducated buffoon. I have no idea what that is. And then 2D100, so 155. The disadvantage list gets me status. Oh yeah, it's a disadvantage status. He's got a status of -1. Yeah, he's got a bad status. He's a low status. He's probably so weak. He's got the status because he's so weak. He's near crippled, I guess. With that kind of strength. He's so feeble. Okay. This guy's not gonna last long, is he? Oh well. We'll get 2 character points, I guess, off him when he dies, and another phobia. 8. This guy's a halfling. Huh. We got a halfling on our hands. Bingledorf takes him on, takes pity on him for some reason. I have no idea. Whoa, okay, he's got a 16 reaction modifier. +3. Wow. +3, but he's got a -1 because of his status, so he's only at +2, really. He's a likable dude, so that maybe explains why we took him on. Agreed to take him with us. Oh man, eh? And there you have it. So he'll have a staff ability. 1 point in it. So that's staff easy. No, it is not. He's got dex -1 in that, so he's got a 9 staff. At least he's got more dexterity than my so-called fighter over here, Dwayne. That strength. I have never seen such a thing. A 3. I think I've had a 5 before, but never a 3 or a 4. Let's check out what the damage is on that. 3. 1d6 -5 for thrust. 1 die -4 for swing. Oh man, our halfling ostler. Let me look that up now. It says here someone employed to look after horses while people stay at an inn. Awesome. So, skill. Probably not necessarily riding. It would be like animal handling kind of skill. Animal handling. Am I thinking? I'm just thinking D&D. No, animal. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Animal handling is a GURPS skill. Perfect. So he's got that at 1. That's IQ average. Do you have to specialize? You must specialize in category. Yep. Animal handling 1, and that's equines. And that's IQ average, so he's got an 8. Yeah, he wasn't great. He wasn't great at it. Cool. Just put in brackets. Horse. Animal handling 1 and a staff ability. His dad broke. 0 money. Wow. Okay, so he's an animal handler. Okay, and his name would be Fidger. Fidger Thistle Bottom. There we go. Welcome, Fidger. Fidger Thistlebottom, the halfling ostler. 3 strength. Jeez. Well, and there we have it. There's our new and improved gang. I missed their in already. Roll on.